And we're live.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on here, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect, how it affects them and the price of milk. Thank you. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below.
All right, hey guys, welcome to our show. I wanted to thank you all for being so patient. We've had some technical issues again, trying to get everyone in here. We have a really great show planned for you guys. So set your clocks. It looks like we're going to be here for about an hour and a half, maybe an hour. We'll see how it goes. Looking forward to seeing everybody's chats and responses to everything. I'll be announcing you guys, and our Esther, Teresa, or Sandy may announce you as well. So yeah, be sure to post in the chat whenever it comes
birthdays.
Time. Yeah, we're going to do birthdays first. So yeah,
Okay.
let's dive right in.
Let's get right in here. Yeah, we got a lot to do, guys. So I'm going to start with the birthdays. We have My Life Church on February 3rd. Randy Spieg, February 13th. Melissa Knockenhauer, I'm probably messing her name up, I apologize, February 15th. And also Heather shares the same birthday, Heather Schwinn, 15th. Damien Gross, happy birthday, coming up on the 20th. Sharon Moore McDonald on the 21st. Christopher McPhillips, Namas Nam, and Will Nichols. They all share the birthday of the 24th. And I'm sorry, Will Nichols is also on the 26th. So I apologize. And that's everybody, guys. Happy birthday. And my father's birthday. He's passed away. His birthday is February 7th, which is tomorrow. So happy birthday, Dad. He's not here with me, but I'm still celebrating it. So and that's everybody.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Esther, do you want to do a shout out to the chat? Can you see the chat?
Oh, yeah, I can see some of them. Let me go back up to the top. Let's see. Hi, StreamYard. Awesome. Stevie27. Preliminal. Anita.
Well, you forgot me, Esther. I'm there.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Black Male Bear. Sorry, I'm not doing all of the lines under your name.
And we have another Sandy.
What?
Sandy.
Sandy Koval, yes.
No, that's too many Sandys.
Squall Tony. Hello.
Hey, my friend's here. Schizo like a boss. How you doing, girl?
Schizo, Teresa.
Schizo, I'm sorry.
Blue Pac-Man 13. I don't think I've ever seen him before, or her. Sorry.
I messed everything up.
Oh, and Kenley Johnson just popped in. Welcome.
Moon Freedom. Hello.
Well, everybody's here tonight. Gosh, thank you guys.
Mop Squad Tony, it must be new. Welcome.
Oh, Blue Pac-Man 13's here.
Oh yeah, he's got an awesome channel too, guys. Right? He's got his own YouTube channel. Yeah. Yep. Very good effects.
Feel free, you guys, to post your links in the chat.
Brian, are they able to, or is that blocked? Can they put links in there?
No, it's blocked. Only weekend.
Okay, I think it has to be people with wrenches. So,
yeah.
Well, it's fine. You guys can click on each other and go to the channel if you wish.
No, you can't. They disabled that.
They disabled that?
Go to search.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh.
You sure about that?
He can type the name of his channel, Brian. He can type it, can't he?
Well, maybe it's iPad, Brian. I don't know. On mobile devices, I can't.
Blue Pac-Man 13. Go ahead and type the name of your YouTube channel. If you can't put a
You know
link
what?
in there.
Stop. I'll just go get a link and put it. I'll do
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Sandy.
No
She says
problem.
she
I have
loves it when
hiccups.
people mispronounce. Shit, so God, it's
I
good.
have the hiccups, guys.
Oh, I had that.
Sorry. I'm gonna mute.
When they think it's a H instead of A.
Yeah, I know. I'm terrible. I mix everybody's names up. I'm guilty of doing that. I'm sorry.
Okay, Keely Johnson. Hello. Hopefully I pronounced that right.
Brian, how many people we got in here so far? I know you guys are doing shout outs. Esther, can you see how many people are here?
Right
well,
now we have 12. There's 12 people.
How many?
12 people.
I did post it in several groups, Brian. Like 4 groups, 4 or 5. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 5 or 6 groups I put the link in or the chat.
Our last flyboy is here. Hello.
Okay. So
hi, last flyboy. Happy birthday coming up. His birthday is the 9th, guys. This Wednesday. 2 days after my father's birthday. He's the 7th.
great. You want to add them to the calendar so we have a tracking on that, Teresa? So
how do I do that?
just add it to your Google Calendar.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Yeah.
Here, I'll take a screenshot. That'll remind me to do it. I'll take a screenshot. Oh, does it let me screenshot? Yeah, it did. Okay. I got a screenshot. We should get started, guys. Or do you want me to talk about that weird Mandela effect that is out in the movie theater?
Oh, are you talking about the one that's in the movies?
Yeah, do you want me to tell about it or do you want to talk about it?
Well, I guess I can talk about it and then you can chime in.
Okay, let's go. This one's yeah.
There's these two people. They're astronauts. They're out there fixing a satellite or something like that. They're out there exploring. And one of them is Halle Berry, and the other one is what's his name?
Oh Lord.
Anyway, so Moonfall movie. They're having an argument over the lyrics of a song. That one that we've mentioned before in the Mandela Effect community, Toto Africa. In the song where it goes, I blank the rains down in Africa.
Let's ask the chat what they remember first.
Yes. What do you guys remember? Was it I miss the rain or I bless the rains in Africa?
Can we sing it? Or would that be a copyright?
I miss the rains or I bless the rains down in Africa. The movie Moonfall depicts this song in the very beginning. And if you notice, they have a conspiracy theorist as one of the main characters, as one of the scientists.
Hi, Captain Kirk.
So it is funny. I think it's kind of a shout out to the Mandela Effect community. I don't know.
I think it's a dig. I think they're making fun of us again. I really do. I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I think. Like with movies like Yesterday, the main character from Yesterday even believes in the Mandela Effect.
Yeah.
I think it's a shout out to the Mandela Effect people.
Hamish?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see a lot of people saying, I miss the rain.
Yeah.
Or I miss the rain. Yeah, the point is it was miss and now it's blessed.
Teresa left again.
It's okay. Teresa will be back. She before she does that, she ought to do the Arnold thing. I'll be back, like that. So yeah, I have like Captain Kirk says missed, Blue Pac-Man miss for miss the rains in Africa, Moon Freedom. Yeah, it looks like a lot of you guys are saying miss. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to say about Moonfall. Which one should I lead in with, Sandy? Which Mandela Effect?
Well, I'm hoping Teresa comes back. I have a rewind of the lightning I want to do. It's short and sweet.
I'm going to turn your volume
up. Lightning folder I did. Huh?
I turned your volume up to max.
Okay. I said there's 2 lightning folders. One is the new one, and one is a rewind. The rewind you should do first. Hopefully Teresa is back before we get to the new one. You see the lightning folder?
Hey,
The
Brian.
rewind.
Brian.
There she is.
Yeah.
StreamYard does not like me today. Again, it does not like
Yeah,
me.
and you're on high-speed internet right now, too.
I know. You know what it is, guys? I know you guys kind of believe in this. Mercury is in retrograde right now. And when it's in retrograde, it means communications errors all over the place. People communicating with each other, things that you're trying to do don't work out right. Brian, you know what I'm talking about this afternoon. Different things will be messed up. Just look it up. Mercury in retrograde screws everything up. It makes everybody
No, not this one, Brian. Brian, not this folder. Out of here.
It's true though.
Brian, get out of this folder.
Yeah.
I thought you said the lightning
No,
one.
close the folder. There's two
Get out
of
of there,
them.
Brian. Get out of there.
There's two folders. The first one says, Brian, do this one first.
But it is, hey, Esther, you've heard of that, right? Mercury in retrograde? Mercury?
I wish you would refresh, because
Yeah, is the first time I heard about it.
It's
Brian,
true.
I told
It's
you not to
yeah,
go in there
it's
till we
true.
were ready.
Okay, but you should have said refresh. Okay.
I didn't
we
know
got
you
it
needed to. Okay. All right, so
All
just
right.
a recap for anybody who missed it. This is from 2019
What the
or
heck?
early 2020.
Okay,
So
so
in
what
case you
color
missed
or
this
colors
one,
do you remember lightning being?
go in the chat,
I always see lightning. That's the thing, Sandy. I always see lightning depicted in the movies as being like white or yellow. I have actually seen red lightning before, and it was scary.
Okay. So you've seen in real life, you've seen red and only red, or you see other color?
I've seen orange and red. I've seen yellow and white, mostly white though.
Mostly white. Okay. So Sandy says white. Anyone else?
I think it has
Yellow
to do
or
with
white
the
says Captain Kirk. Gerald
to do with
Neal,
the temperature.
welcome, says white.
Hey,
Huh?
Jerry Neal.
In
White
real
for me
life,
too. Sandy,
I've
white
almost
for me. Like
white and I want to say blue. I don't know why. Like,
blue.
blue. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm literally, when I'm thinking about lightning, I'm thinking of white with blue in it. I don't know why.
Oh, so like a blue. So you're saying like a very cool white that looks blue, like white LEDs can look bluish.
Yeah, kind of like, well, it's kind of like, when it strikes down, it's white, but then it has like this blue effect to it. Maybe it's just because it struck something. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Like after it struck something, it's changed color. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I got you. So welcome in the chat to JT74, Shelby Norwood, Lawrence Tibbetts, and they all say white. And Last Flyboy, white mostly always. All right, we can go on, Brian.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know why there's two. I probably put an updated graphic in there, but just go on to the next one. Same question.
Yeah, I've actually seen red lightning. It's scary.
Moon Freedom says white. Captain Kirk says high voltage Tesla coils produce blue lightning. I've seen blue on album covers, says Shelby Norwood. So it turns out we have lightning. Actually, Esther, look at the top right. Do you see that? How it's white, but it's also red? Is that what you mean, but blue?
Yeah. Yeah, like it's kind of like the after
Like
effects.
that.
It's not just the lightning itself, but it's what's in the environment that changes the color.
Gotcha.
Like depending
All right,
on
so
where.
it turns out
I thought it had something to do with the temperature.
we have lightning in every color of the rainbow, and I've never seen all these colors. So here's red. Brian, you can go on. There's orange. Yellow.
It looks pretty. I like the yellow.
Sandy,
Yeah.
how long
White is
ago
what
did
I've
you
always
do this?
seen.
How long ago
Huh?
did you do this one? I can't remember.
I did this back in 2019 or early 2020. I have to go
Wow,
look.
what made you pull this one out? Just curious.
Because
What were you?
Because we're also doing new lightning stuff tonight.
Oh, we got old lightning and new lightning. That's good.
Yes.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Sorry, go
Yes.
on.
So Sandy's.
All right, Brian. So white is the most common. This is really all I've ever seen is white. Now there is one instance of green I'm going to show to you. That's why we're skipping green. Here's blue.
Yeah, kind of like that. How like the one on the like the middle one on the right, to where it's white, but then it has like a little bit of a blue. Like I said, it's usually because of the
Like a bluish
atmosphere
hue.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like it's just because of the like the clouds and stuff like that. I think it's more you're seeing the clouds behind it more than you're actually seeing the lightning color because it's white. So whatever the color is to bounce off of it.
Is that a
Okay,
volcano
Brian, you can go on.
erupting?
Wow.
That
Yeah.
looks pretty cool. Lightning hitting a volcano.
Yes, it's volcanic lightning. And purple. Now,
Green
that is
lightning.
the only instance confirmed that's real of green lightning. And that was from a volcanic eruption. That's the only real green lightning that's been confirmed to be green. Here's more orange and another purple.
Purple's pretty.
Yeah, purple is pretty. I agree. So I just wanted to point out that the lightning comes in rainbow colors now, just like everything else in this world. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. But now we have some new issues with lightning. It's a folder that Teresa and I are both in. Now you can go to that true or false, Brian.
Sandy, what did you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
The second part of this folder is your stuff, Teresa.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
The new one.
Okay.
So that was just
Gotcha.
a refresher.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
remember
this
that
one-
one very much. It was so long ago.
Yeah, I know. And there's new people in the chat, so it's good that I brought it up.
I think it's always good, Sandy, guys, to do rewinds for people who missed things that we did a while back.
Yeah, by the way, I just wanted to
I
let
agree.
everyone know we have 24 people in the chat. That's amazing.
Wow. Thank you.
guys are
Thank
awesome.
you guys for being patient once again.
Yep.
What was
Welcome, High
having-
Pockets.
Hi, Pie
All right.
Pockets.
True or false? In the chat. Easy question for you guys. Cloud to ground lightning takes the most direct path to make contact with the ground. True or false? In other words, lightning will try to reach the ground in the easiest way, the path of least resistance, the easiest way possible. True or false?
Hi,
Okay,
Dave Summers.
Welcome.
Yep, welcome. People are popping in, Brian.
Yep.
Yep.
That's awesome. Man,
Thank you.
welcome, guys. Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you, everyone, so much. We're glad you're here.
True for Captain Kirk, I think. True for Moon Freedom. True for Shelby Norwood. Chat, feel free to panel, feel free to chime in what you guys remember, true or false. Blue Pac-Man says true. High Pocket says true. Lawrence Tibbet says truth. Good evening, Schizo. You're not leaving, are you?
Girl, come on, stay, okay?
JT says true, I think. Yeah, that's not the issue, Captain Kirk. That's not the issue.
What?
Oh, no. Gerald Neal says, I've missed a lot of your shows because I have my profile had notifications turned off. That's horrible.
No, no.
YouTube probably did that, not you.
Yeah.
I've always heard lightning, it makes contact from the ground up.
Right, but that's not what I'm getting at. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm asking you if the bolt connects at any point, either from the ground up or the sky down, does it connect the path of least resistance? Direct. Does it make a direct connection? Okay, well, the chat gets it. They're all in true. So we can go on, Brian.
Okay.
I want to say false because that doesn't sound right to me.
You'll see what I mean. That's what I was taught in school, but I guess it's false now. I say this because I'm seeing pictures of lightning there, not of my reality. I have never seen lightning loops, lassos, or going in all sorts of crazy directions before heading to the ground. In other words, the lightning does not make that connection as quickly as possible. It takes turns and detours now. Might travel left or right, then up and down and a loop to loop before it actually makes that connection. And it was not like that in my past. And I'm going to show you more examples. But that lightning is creepy. I've never seen lightning do that.
I've never seen a loop before.
Looks like it says 101.
Yeah. That's the problem, Esther. I've never seen loops like this before.
Or 701. Actually, Sandy, it looks like 701. You see it to the
It does
left?
look like 701. I see that. Or 7. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see
Or
that.
or a 6 upside down. You see that line?
Yep.
It could be a 6. You can make
Or a
whatever we
9,
want it.
Or a P. 7P1.
791.
Anyway,
It's just this like
Brian, go
6
on.
backwards.
Oh my
What
God!
the
Look,
heck?
Weird.
That looks so
There's a
weird.
duplicate image. Shoot. I didn't want
how
that to
can
happen.
lightning? How can lightning make all those weird shapes? That's
Yeah, I know
weird.
it. Lassos and loops and
It's like it's drawing its own pictures.
yeah, I
You
don't
know?
remember lightning doing this ever. It was always
No,
down, up, down, straight line, quickly. Lightning did travel outwards sometimes, but I've never seen anything like this.
no.
Got like fingers maybe, but that was like it's
I
extravagant.
have no. I've never. No, I lived in Florida, and we got a lot of lightning there when I lived in Florida. I don't remember lightning ever doing that. To me, it was just, the regular lightning, but never this. This is totally bizarre. Good find on that one, Sandy.
Thank you.
Whoa.
I have so many more pictures I could have put in too. And there's
Oh my
a
God.
duplicate. That stinks.
That's crazy.
Oh my God,
No,
you're
I've
right.
never seen anything
Yeah,
like that.
Brian.
Captain
Yeah,
Kirk said it could be the chemtrails on this Earth causing that.
I don't know, but I've never seen this. I've heard of
JT
lightning traveling up
Yeah.
to 40 miles on unsolved mysteries back in the day. These lightning strikes could happen in a clear sky because the bolt travels from the top of the storm outward before striking the ground. Go
What?
on, Brian.
I thought this is the one.
No, we're not. We're going to lead in. I'm leading you in, Teresa.
Okay, gotcha.
What is new to me about the bolt from the clear blue sky is the power and angles these bolts have. Your everyday lightning at the bottom of the cloud is smaller, much less powerful, and negatively charged. But the traveling bolt, so negatively charged lightning, like you were saying, actually starts at the ground. Positive does not. Positive lightning starts at the cloud and hits the ground. Now there's two types of lightning. One that starts at the ground and one that starts at the cloud. And that's a change for me. Go on, Brian. Much more powerful, larger, and deadlier. Do you remember seeing or hearing about positive lightning bolts? They literally go out and then down.
That's so weird.
Wait till you see the pictures of these.
I
These are
always
the
thought you-
strikes. Look at the size of the bolt.
Wow. I always thought you had to be like directly under a cloud, but now this scares me a lot.
Yeah, no. Well, on Unsolved Mysteries, they did a story about a woman who was on a jet ski in Orlando and on a clear blue sky day, and she was struck and killed by lightning from a storm 40 miles away. And that's where I learned that They said up to 50 miles, I think, or 40 miles. But Teresa is now up. Next slide, Brian.
Oh, I always heard it was like 5 or 10 miles was the most, but man, I guess they're crazy and crazy.
Speaking of positive lightning, have you ever heard of a mega flash?
Well, I've seen large.
Remember how I told you Unsolved Mysteries said lightning could travel 40 miles? Well, a mega flash is a lightning bolt that travels a long distance, and recently a record-breaking one was witnessed via satellite. Yeah, this one tripped me out, Sandy. That's why I had to tell you that one. That one just, I'm like, no way. Check that out. And how many miles was this thing? Oh, you're going to see it.
You're gonna
What?
see. You're gonna.
Watch,
Well, that's the
wait.
only photo of it. That's the
I
only
know.
satellite photo. Everything else is just photos of lightning.
Brazil experienced a mega flash, a positive lightning bolt traveled a record distance 440 miles, or the distance from Boston to DC.
So let me say this:
Crazy.
You could have a thunderstorm in Boston and get struck by lightning on a sunny day in DC. That's the
crazy.
distance this lightning traveled.
That's crazy. I mean, you
The
could be
strike
standing
took
out
place on Halloween 2018.
Wow. You're not safe anywhere. Is that crazy, guys, or what?
That is crazy.
Yep, it's called a mega flash. I was like rubbing my eyes. I'm like, am I like seeing what I'm reading? Have you ever heard of this happening? You could be walking along on a sunny day now and be struck by lightning 100 miles away. Not my reality.
So wait, I want to be clear with
Crazy.
the chat. Normal lightning, which is negatively charged lightning, is ground to cloud. But positive lightning, which is part of the reason why I did this presentation, never heard of, is cloud to ground. There's two types of lightning.
What?
Yeah, that's why apparently people weren't getting this. There's two types now. Negative and positive. Positive is cloud to ground. Negative is ground to cloud.
That's crazy.
Not in my reality. This is all
Mine
wrong.
neither. Mine neither. That is nuts. Okay, we can go on. Brian, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, time limit on Teresa's high-speed internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Crazy, huh?
Well,
This reality is really whacked out.
Wasn't there a Mandela effect dealing with Benjamin Franklin, where now he doesn't get he doesn't put the kite out there with the key or something like that? Because I remember learning that he put a kite with a key and he discovered electricity.
Yeah, and there's even a statue
So I think what happens is
dedicated to Benjamin Franklin at the bottom of the Ben Franklin Bridge of a kite and a key.
What?
Yeah, I can show it to you. But Brian, get the next folder up.
Yeah.
I'll get a picture of the Ben Franklin statue.
Yeah, right now I'm on the Cox internet, so it's why it's sounding good.
Should I do the MC Hammer one?
MC Hammer.
Yeah, that's the one. Now I don't know if anyone's covered this. I tried looking, but I may have missed it. So this may have been covered by maybe it's Mandela, Hazel Fiver. I don't know. I tried. I didn't find anything. I did check with Nobleness D. He said no. He didn't cover it. But Fizzy had a vague memory of someone covering it, but she had no idea who. So someone may have covered this, but I didn't know. I've never seen it. So I'm going to ask you. What is the name of the song? Write it out. The name that you remember of the song.
What?
That goes, stop, hammer time.
Oh. That's over this one.
Brian, I'm sending you a picture of the statue at the bottom of the Ben Franklin Bridge in Philly, which is the kite and the key. That's what it is. It's the Ben Franklin
Sandy,
Memorial. Yes. You see the problem
chat.
already in the chat? Already in the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
So we have Shelby Norwood with Can't Touch This. Moon Freedom with YOU, You Can't Touch This. JT74 Can't Touch This. Gerald Neal, YOU Can't Touch
Ow,
This.
Lordy, come on. You want
Brian,
me?
Esther, and Teresa, what do you remember?
Can't touch this.
I can't
Esther?
touch this.
Can't touch this. Yeah,
Can't touch this. No.
yeah. Can't touch this.
Brian,
100%.
what do you remember?
Can't touch this.
We all
Can't touch
have.
this.
What is
So
it now?
JT74's Can't Touch This. Gerald Neal, You Can't Touch This with a YOU. High Pockets Can't Touch This. Lawrence Tibbetts Can't Touch This. Last Flyboy Can't Touch This. No one has what it is now. I'm going to say that right now. Not
What
one
is it?
person in the chat has it right. I'm still waiting for
What?
someone to get it right. I mean, some people are partially right, but they're still wrong. All right, Brian, we can move on because no one else is answering. Truth Teller 310, welcome, says Can't Touch This. The song and lyrics matched in my past. It was always just Can't Touch This. There we go. Damien G comes in with how it is now. The letter U. You can't touch this. You can go on, Brian. But the song and lyrics have always been You Can't Touch This. The title has the letter U and the words have YOU.
What?
Yeah, I know.
No. Right? When did you find this one? No.
Today.
It was YOU, Sandy. What?
I don't remember YOU at all, Teresa. It was just Can't Touch This. But here's the kicker. There's more to it.
What?
Well, I always say it.
You can't touch this. No, you, right?
Can't touch this. I don't remember any other words.
There was no you there.
There was never a you. There was no you, right?
Right.
Never a you.
The letter U. Okay. Brian, you can
That's
go on.
new. That's new.
Oh, wait. Brian, go on.
Why is M is over C? That don't look right either. M over
I know.
C.
I don't remember that either. And that is the logo for him. Brian, what are you doing? What's weird is that I do not hear him sing you, even though it's in the lyrics. Some people remember it a little differently, like our chat. YOU can't touch this instead of the letter U. So there's 3 realities on this. Can't touch this, the letter U can't touch this, and YOU can't touch this. So there's 3 different realities. So here is the YOU and U reality. You can't touch this, which I do not remember
There's a couple of Bart
all.
Simpson ones there.
Oh, that's
Yeah, there is.
sounds so wrong.
Uh-huh. But there's also a Bart Simpson one. Oh, I didn't include it. There's also a Bart Simpson one that just can't touch this.
I don't know why they would have
I may have
you
noticed
like that, because they didn't start abbreviating stuff like that until more recently.
Does anybody know what the this in the song represents, or what is this? Can't touch this. Like
No, right.
I don't know. Being a kid, I never thought about it.
Oh,
I did.
I did include the Bart Simpson one at the top.
I was such an innocent child back then when the song came out.
Yeah, we used to sing at the top of our lungs in the back seat of my mom's car. Papa don't preach. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, Papa don't preach. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cringy that we used to sing that at the top of our lungs, having no idea what she's singing about.
Yeah, well, I know what she's singing about.
Yeah, now we do, but we didn't know. I didn't know when I was 10. All right, so this is like how he sings it now, so you can hear what it sounds like. It's perfect residue because this is how he sings it. He's in this commercial. Go ahead, play it, Brian.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Can't touch this.
Yeah.
Get it off. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. I trust you. Why? Hammer time. New Cheetos.
That was good. I love the Doritos and Cheetos commercials. Don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We love the
Making me
Doritos.
want
So
to
he does, it does, if you go and listen to the song, I do not hear him singing you, but it's in the official lyrics, and that's the official title. And it wasn't like that for me. It always matched. It was always just, can't touch this. Hey, and welcome.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember can't touch this stuff. Never said the other word. You can't touch this. That just sounds like too many words.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big mouthful. Why would you say you can't touch it?
Schizo like a boss says,
Brothers.
no you, not for my 90s self. Me either.
I want to talk about
Not with a
logos.
you, like you, because that wasn't something we did in the 90s. We didn't abbreviate and stuff like that with those type of things in the 90s. That wasn't until like the 2000s when I started getting like text
Welcome,
messages.
Damien.
Are you coming? Like an actual R and a U. It's like that didn't start happening until what was it?
Until texting really took off. You know, like when we didn't have to type each letter 60,000 times to get the letters we want, each number, you know, like
Yeah.
like trying to get to an S, 77777. I
Yeah.
hated it.
Yeah, I mean,
All right,
that
guys,
wasn't a big.
this is a rewind that Brian missed. Oh, I'm sorry, Esther, what?
Oh, I just you know,
Sorry,
it just
Esther,
wasn't a
what were you
big
saying?
in the 90s.
How did Brian miss this one, Sandy?
Brian wasn't around.
Ah,
This
it was
the
during
year
that
he was
time.
gone.
He was
Yeah,
on his sabbatical. He was
It was
sabbatical.
during my hiatus when I was taking school classes and getting my degree.
Mm-hmm. So in 2019, I witnessed a logo change in real time. Home Goods. Now this is what Home Goods says their logo has and is always been. It's always been this according to Home Goods. But their signs don't support this. Some of the signs are from another reality and they're in our reality right now. Go ahead, Brian. So this is their website from today. You can see it, the logo matches what I just showed you a second ago. It's now 2022 and the company still says their logo is the old way, despite the change being on many storefronts. Go ahead, Brian.
That's so weird.
On April 5th, 2019, I talked about the HOEGGO merging in the sign. This is now the logo, how the logo has always been according to the company. So the company has always said that the H is connected to the O, the G is connected to the O, and the E is connected to the J. And also now the M is connected to the O. Whatever. I had talked about this on April 5th, 2019. Next slide, Brian. But on April 25th, I was watching the video by a YouTuber named Thriftpick. And she went into Home Goods. This is her Home Goods that she is walking into. You can tell the sign is very old. And that's when I saw that the H and the G had punctured through the O's. And I don't remember that. And neither does Home Goods, apparently. It's not one of their official logos. Yet there are many buildings with these O's with a line in them. On April 30th, I went to Home Goods in Philly and one near my mom in South Jersey. Philly had not changed, but the New Jersey store did. So the top is the outside sign where it has like the sign of the store. That's why it's kind of blurry and fuzzy because I was zoomed in. And that's how it looks on the store of Home Goods in Philly, where it looks like how they say the logo is now. And then the bottom is New Jersey with the lines through the O's. What really gets me is the O's in the physical signs are not an O now. The added line is part of that letter, which is really bizarre, really strange. Like the construction crews, like the people who made the sign had to make the O with the line in it. Like, that's weird. You'd think that the construction crews or the people who designed the sign or somebody would have noticed and asked the company why it was like that, right? Or like the company would say, you guys did it wrong, go fix it. I don't know. It's just weird. That's weird to me. Since then, I've seen both versions of the signs, but no explanation other than it's being a logo Mandela effect change. There's no other reasoning for it. There's no explanation for it. Some stores have it, some stores don't.
Well, the thing is, Sandy, we have a Home Goods here in Huntsville where I live, and it's close to a Best Buy. You know, I'm a techie guy. I like going to Best Buy, so I see this place all the time. I noticed it was normal back in 2019. At one point, it must have changed, I guess.
Well, you have to see if your store changed or not, because some did and some didn't. I'm bringing this up again because I want everyone to be aware that changes like these are happening all around us. They may seem small to some, but I firmly believe that no change in our reality is small. And sometimes the little changes lead us to bigger ones, which may one day give us a clue as to why this is happening. Now that one, you can see, there's a break between the H and the O, which is also not the Home Goods logo. So confusing. And then I think the next slide is just, it's the three types of logos. So there's H and O separate, H and O merged, and H and O going through the O's. The HO and the GO going through the O's. So there's three logos for Home Goods. Yet Home Goods says the bottom one is their only logo and has only been their logo.
Home Goods, you got some staining to do.
Mandela effect, you got some explaining to do.
Yes, they do.
Is Teresa with us still? Teresa?
Yep.
I'm taking care of some spammers in our chat. This is the second time I'm doing this.
Doing a good job of it too.
Oh, I'm pulling a fizzy. I'm tasing his. You know what?
You got to use your.
Did I do it right?
What I like to call your keyboard kung fu.
Did I do it right?
Yes.
He keeps coming. This person keeps coming back with different accounts, so I'm watching carefully. You hear me?
They're bots. They're just bots.
Oh, I'm watching. Just letting you know that. Whoever you are doing this out here, I'm going to keep tasing you, so you better not keep coming back. Warning. I got my taser. I'm like, what do you mean a bot?
Teresa. It's
what
like
do you mean
it's like a program. It's a program. It's a bot.
How do we get rid of them?
They just keep coming back, keep blocking them.
All right, I'm watching now, guys. Get him. I'm gonna pull. I'm borrowing Fizzy's taser. Tase you.
Hey Teresa, you remember that time somebody I guess they hacked your account or something, and they
I don't know how they did that. How did they do that?
They were like tasing everybody. So be careful with that taser, okay? Use it wisely.
Yes. Well, that wasn't Teresa. That was
No, it was
actually a
not
hacker.
Teresa. I'm not sure what happened there. So here's Chips Ahoy, 1,000 chips delicious, right?
All right. So this is Curiouser. She was supposed to join us tonight, but something came up and she couldn't. She doesn't remember the logo having a six like a chip for the eye, and she doesn't remember it being so rounded looking. That's why I drew those lines around it. It's rounded, and she doesn't remember the logo being rounded like this.
Yeah, just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this one.
Brian, Teresa's on an hour time limit. You gotta move a little bit faster.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll move ahead. So Chips Ahoy, we're showing.
All right, so these are other issues that we found with the logo, like the quotation marks around the exclamation point.
Wow.
The number one in Chips. Chips Ahoy is one word up until like the early 2000s.
What?
And the little wispy things on the A and the H. I don't know. It's just weird.
So weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to love their chewy. The chewy chocolate chip cookies are really good.
Go ahead, Brian. This is you.
Okay, Pedigree. I wanted to bring this one up. This is an older one. It's sort of a redo, I guess, or whatever. For some of you guys who haven't seen this one yet. So Pedigree, if you notice, the first thing I see in the 1970s and 80s, they had the E was slanted. I don't remember the E's being slanted like that. Not that extreme. From 2000 to 2002, if you notice, the D, the I, the G, and the R are merged, and then not only that, you have the E's are slanted. So the E's kind of resemble the ones here in 2002 to 2007. You know, but the only problem is here is that the D and the I and you know, it's just a lot of merging going on here. So just wanted to bring this up to you guys. And normally I like to trace these things. So what I'm gonna do, in case this changes again, I'm gonna go ahead and trace this one, so you guys can see here.
Oh, your tracing's back.
The 2007 to present.
Logo. 2007 to present. Yeah. And I like to sing the song, connect the dots, la 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 la, connect the dots, la 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 la. You know, from Pee Wee Herman.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So he's doing this because if the logo changes, the tracing won't match the logo.
Right. So the G and the R is merged as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the D and the I and the G and the R and the E's look normal.
The E's are just so close to being closed off those, though. They're so close.
Right. Can you see me tracing that at all?
Yeah, we see you. The little
Okay.
magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Pop-Tarts. This is another weird one. Notice how from the 60s and 70s, 1967 to 71, it had that little dip or like triangle in the A. That's just weird, you guys.
Yeah, we can't say it's definitely a change because we weren't around at that time. But it's weird. It's just weird. So we wanted to point it out.
Yep, and this is an older Emmy that someone found with the dot. It was replaced. It replaced the dash. There was a dash. I remember clearly a dash in the Pop-Tarts logo. Now it's just a dot. And I saw
this dot since '99.
Huh?
A dot since '99.
Since '99, they've always had this crazy looking dot here to the side. What do you remember?
And it's got those.
Remember the dash? Huh?
And you also pointed out those lines around the O.
Yeah, the lines around the
2002.
O. Yeah, that looks really weird. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and also the letters just seem too close and too jumbled. You know, I don't remember
Yeah,
them
that's
being.
what Curiouser pointed out to us that led us to the other stuff. She doesn't remember them being overlapping like that.
Yeah, Curiouser pointed that out, and
And then
like,
I saw this.
yeah, I mean that's exactly my laugh too when I saw the same laugh I had when I saw this. It's like what the you know.
Do you guys remember Pop-Tarts from 04 to 07 having a little man with a sign poking out of the O?
What?
I don't remember
No.
this at all.
No. He just popped, Sandy, he popped out from another reality.
Pop
Saying
Tarts a little
hello.
bit even, but yeah.
Hello, I'm here. Look at Meow Mix. That's
I'm the
cute.
odd one
can't hear
out. I'm the only
Esther.
one that remembers that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You remember it, Esther?
No, Meow Mix did not have a face in the logo. That looks so weird.
It's cute though, Brian. You have to admit that.
It's not even a face in the logo. Do you see? It's a cat. The logo is a cat. Feet.
Wait, how old
Body.
is it? Wait, when did this come apart? This logo.
Here's the crazy part. They fixed it. Like in the last 7 years, it's been just
What?
letters. It's just been letters for like the last 7 years. But prior to the last 7 years, faces. I don't remember this. It looks so stupid. Do you guys remember Meow Mix looking like this?
No, I did not have a face in there at all.
It's a cat.
And the
Don't
W has like a tail up here. But you know what I've seen in some of them, you see the face on the W too, on some of the packaging.
Yeah, that's on the bottom.
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
I do remember the tail. I do remember that little swoopy tail thingy on Meow Mix. That's still there. It's just that there's no faces now. There's more though. Go on.
So weird.
It was funny that people were talking about the Wienermobile in the chat because I don't remember there being a Meow Mix mobile, but there was.
Yeah, there was. You're right.
And who's a credit for the
Also
Meow
a clock, a stuffed animal. Huh?
the Meow Mix? Who is the credit for?
Oh, that's Crystal. Crystal found that one. The Meow Mix.
Yeah. All right. So here,
Curiouser and Curiouser.
this is residue of Uncle Sam's hat, of course, but of Titanic only having 3 smokestacks. And then
But
the bottom must be a red bar flag. Now this I forgot to highlight in red. This is before my time. So I'm asking people who were around in the 70s and late 60s, do you remember Tide having a tagline, Oceans of Suds?
No.
And why is the eye like that with the ball off to the side? I don't know. I can't say that's a change. That's just weird to me. Wanted to ask people if they remember that.
Odd. I don't remember that. But...
You don't?
No, Sandy, it looks weird. My mother, I grew up, my mother, that's all she used was Tide. I don't remember that. She didn't use any other brand. That was it. Tide this and Tide that. But no, definitely don't. Looks off.
Okay.
Yeah, agree.
All right. Brian, you can go on.
The 5 stripe flag is official. They could have put 6 on there.
This is Teresa. Teresa, you want to tell them what we're looking at?
Oh, well, we all know about the Kit Kat missing the dash now, which a lot of people remember. I found some residue, and I wanted to share it with you guys. If you look at the top, you're going to see the article. It says Kit Kat, take a break. So notice the dash there. And then, yeah. And they said that 1969 Roundtree merged with Macintosh and later became a part of Nestle. There's more residue on the left. I don't know if you can see that. See the Kit Kat? And then on the right, more Kit Kat. But yeah, I remember the Dash.
Hey.
Do you guys remember the Dash and Kit Kat?
Yeah.
Candy bar?
Was Nestle? I know I mentioned this before, but Nestle, I sort of lean towards an IE at the end of Nestle.
I thought it was, yeah, is it Nestle or Nestle's?
It's Nestle is how it looks. It's just like Nestle.
Do you remember that S? Or maybe that's being, wait a minute, maybe just
No,
showing
come on.
possession.
No, I'm talking about at the end of the Nestle. I always thought it was IE at the end, but it's just
no. I don't remember IE.
I don't either,
Really?
Brian.
Okay.
And I found more Kit Kat residue.
Maybe
Oh
see more
wow! The bottom left says it all.
Yeah, I got so excited to find this residue. More Kit Kat residue. Look at the right with the dash. I kind of got carried away with the Kit Kat. I mean,
That's
just because
fine.
something's an old Mandela effect doesn't mean you can't still hunt for residue, because it's always out there. You just got to keep looking. Yep. What is this, Sandy? John
This
Nada?
residue for-
Yes, this is from John Nada. He's showing us residue of 1, no green on his sponge, and 2, no freckles.
No freckles.
Yeah, well, you might want to explain about that one, because a lot of people didn't see last week's.
So last week, Teresa found that SpongeBob's cheeks were red with freckles.
It's weird looking. Can you show a picture of it, Brian? What it looks like now? Sandy, you want to send him a quick picture and show what it looks like now? Because people aren't going to know what we're talking about. Can you show
Okay, wait. And then I pointed out that SpongeBob is now green, frequently green,
Yeah.
and that one's not green, which is good. It's good residue.
The circles, whatever you call that, what is that on him? The circles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's just green. It's weird.
Yeah, it looks really strange. You want to send that to Brian real quick?
I'm sending him some how it is now.
Okay. That one really freaked me out. I was like, SpongeBob did not have that on his face. They look like red zits.
Here you go, Brian. There's 3 images of how he is now.
Yeah, you'll see, guys.
in almost an hour.
Yep.
He's almost done this folder, though. He should finish this folder.
Let's see here.
I think that's the
that
last
wasn't it.
2, actually.
Oh, that's not it.
Oh, there's
What's
one
that?
more. There's one more. Superman.
Superman.
Yeah, so I've previously covered George Reeves' Superman, and I said I do not remember the cape hanging down like that. Well, this is a George Reeves doll, and the cape is right behind his neck like I remember.
Do you want me to show those things that you sent me, Sandy?
Yeah, after we're done this folder.
Okay.
So I don't remember Mission Space, the logo being like this. I could be wrong, but I don't remember the C and the E and the S and the P connected like that. I'm just showing it to you. I could be wrong, but I don't remember it. I think that's the last one. Now you can show the SpongeBob for those that missed it last week. Unless you want to... I mean, there's a lot of people here who aren't normally here. We just lost Teresa. Her free hour is up with Cox Cable. Welcome to Jams Out. Welcome, Joseph. We haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, Maddie.
JG74.
Brian, you want to just do the SpongeBob folder real quick?
What, you talking about the pictures you sent me?
No, I'm saying you want to just do the SpongeBob folder. There's a lot of new people here.
Okay, should I do it now?
Yeah, and keep an eye out for Teresa. She's gonna have to come in on on her data.
I
There she
am
is.
now officially on my data.
Yes.
You
And
knew
you
it,
know
didn't
what? Your
you?
phone. You're
Are you
sounding good
using
on the
Meow?
phone.
I am? Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just kind of hold still.
Did we
Teresa,
use up?
we're just gonna redo SpongeBob because there's so many new people here
Yeah,
who
go
were not here last week.
ahead. You do it. Okay.
Hey, Jess Zanzibar, welcome. You don't want to read it, Teresa?
Okay, I'll read it. Well, we did cover this last week, right? But
Yes.
for the people who didn't see this, we're going to do it again. I recently noticed a change to SpongeBob, and we want to know what you remember. For those of you that have seen this, you can still chime in. But for you guys that are new, you're going to see the change. Go ahead, Brian. Just hope my data stays in really good. Which SpongeBob do you remember? 1, 2, 3, or 4? And look carefully. Should they be looking below the eyes? I'll
Just
give
look
you a
at the
hint.
cheeks. Just look at the cheeks.
Yeah, what do you remember? Look closely in detail. If you have to zoom in where you're at, zoom in. But yeah, look at the cheeks. What do you remember? What looks more familiar to you?
Ed says
Ed
3.
Hen says 3. Jams out says 3. Anybody else? What do you remember? All right. Hey, Jeff Zanzibar. Hey, Jeff's here. He made it. Better late than never. Jeff says 1. Anybody else? 1, 2, 3, or 4. What do you remember?
Come on, it's 27 of you guys. We need some
Come on.
answers.
Jeff Gerald Neal says 1. Joseph Coroglia says 3, but not a big fan of SpongeBob. Preliminal says 2. All right, you guys are doing good. Good job, guys, for participation. Shelby, not sure. That's okay, Shelby. All right. JT74 says 3. Good guess.
Oh, you're breaking up. I'm going to
All
read
right.
the chat
Any more?
for you, Teresa. Preliminal changed his answer
Okay.
to 1 and 2. JT74 says 3. Lawrence Tibbet
Okay.
says 3. High Pocket says 1. Anyone else? Last
Anyone
Five
else?
Boys, 3 question mark, 1 question mark.
Okay.
When the last time I
All right.
answered
Should we move
2,
on?
I feel like 1 is starting to
What'd
look
you
more
say, Esther?
familiar. I remember last time I answered
Esther's
2, but I feel like number 1 is starting to look more what I originally remember.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not remembering the cheeks very much. That's what's weird to me. You, Sandy? Sandy?
The 1 says 4. This is how it originally was, at least in my reality. So now we have all the answers.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Please. Please. What I do remember, the cheek bump. I agree with Teresa. Who's agreeing with me, Sandy? You say I agree with Teresa.
Me, I remember cheeks sometimes, not always, but I do remember cheeks sometimes, but not. I agree with you. I don't remember. God, and I don't remember the cheek. There's like a face in the cheek eating the smile. I don't remember that. That is ridiculous.
That it was never red and never had freckles, yet they've been there from the first episode. Looks like mumps or something, don't it?
I don't know. I just see the head, the face eating the smile. That's all I see.
Even when SpongeBob is not smiling, the triangle-shaped freckles are still there, which we do not remember.
I should have written triangle pattern instead of shape. It's a triangle
Yeah.
pattern.
You can always edit that, can't you?
You're breaking up a bit, Teresa.
Think
Can
you
you
could
move
edit.
positions?
Yeah, can you edit it?
And then,
It's not worth it. And
yeah.
here's some pictures of what it looks like now. The red means current timeline.
Look like ladybugs. That one on the top right looks like ladybugs on his cheeks.
It could be a bunch of
It looks
birthmarks
ridiculous.
or a rash. A little rash.
He has rosacea.
Rosacea, yeah.
I love rosacea.
Yeah, Gerald. Looks like a small face on his face. I agree.
Eating his smile.
Yep. And then we're going to show you some residue without these red bumps. Right, Sandy?
Yes. And then we get into my changes with it.
Okay. Yeah, there's a part 2 to this. And Sandy will go ahead and read her part 2. There's still another change. You'll see. All right. Go ahead, Brian. And then these are the residues without the red bumps. And go ahead, Sandy. This is you. Take over.
All right. Also, while researching this, I keep seeing the holes in the sponge of Spongebob as green. Not sure if this is the change, but they were a light brown in my past. I do not remember green. I also don't remember the red line under his mouth or a cleft chin. Do you?
No.
This is an actual scene from the cartoon. You can see the green spots and the red cleft chin under his chin and the red cheeks and red freckles, and he just looks so messed up to me. This is the only cleft chin that I remember in SpongeBob SquarePants. And that's when Squidward was made handsome by a door slamming in his face.
Yeah.
And if you notice, SpongeBob does not have the cleft chin in this scene. A SpongeBob fan page even did a poll asking about the chin, but they called it a double chin instead of a cleft chin. Most never noticed it before, which is weird because they're big fans of SpongeBob. I think they would have noticed it.
Looks like that might be the end of it.
Yep, that is.
Okay. Anyone have a good joke? I could use a good joke right now.
Brian, you could talk about that thing that's going to crash into the moon.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Let's lighten the mood by talking about something that's going to crash into the moon.
No, it really is. It's supposed to be
by talking about our destruction. That sounds like
okay.
Well, actually, I have one for you guys. So what did SpongeBob do when Patrick stole Gary?
I don't know. What is it, Brian?
He sued him in small claims court.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Clams court. Oh boy.
How can you make Squidward laugh?
that's just me. I'm trying to turn my phone down so you wouldn't hear.
How can you make Squidward laugh? Give
I
him
don't know.
tentacles. Get it? 10 tickles?
Oh, 10 tickles.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's such a dad's joke, I
Yeah.
know. um, let's
Should we
talk
do
about.
Collins? No.
No, Teresa, we still have
We
folders.
still have a few more
Oh,
folders.
my bad. My bad.
It's
Let's
okay.
talk about the little piggies. Okay.
Okay.
This one intrigued me. It was Saji found it.
Yes. Esther, do you want to read this one?
I was gonna type.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Brian, do you want to read one?
Yeah, sure. So credit goes to Saji. The Piggy Toes poem. Where does the first piggy go? This little piggy went to blank,
The
blank.
market. The market. I know that one.
The market,
One or two
right?
words.
The market. Two
But
words.
we're waiting for votes. Was it just market for you, or was it the market? What do
The
you remember?
market. My mother taught me this one as a kid, like a lot.
All right, so Jeff Zanzibar says market. I don't understand the other answers.
Sandy, bots are back. I'm gonna go take care of it.
Okay. Welcome, Dream Symbols. Going back, Dream Symbol said one or two about Spongebob. And JT74 said no green, no cleft chin. Okay, so High Pocket says the market. JT74 says market. Gerald Neal says market. Shelby Norwood says two words. Last Flyboy says market. Adam, we're sure Teresa wasn't a teacher.
No, no, Ed. I was never a teacher. I lived in Florida most of my life until I moved where I'm at now. Never been a teacher. Trust me. Unless you lived. Yeah, I must have a doppelganger. That's the only thing I can think of. Everybody has a doppelganger, right, guys?
Yeah.
We all
Mhm.
do somewhere out there. It's kind of scary. Like super
Mine
scary.
lives only a couple of miles away from where I work, but I've yet to meet her.
Preliminal said that I have one in New York. And he said it was me. I'm like, no, I've never been to New York. So Preliminal can tell you the story.
Yeah.
So we have enough votes in, you guys?
Dave Summers says the market. Ed Hen says just market. It does for me, Gerald Neal. We don't. It's not proper English for us to say just market.
Now, this may not be a Mandela effect. It could be one of those variation things, but a language barrier between American and British English. So, origins in 1728, the first line of the rhyme appeared in a medley called the Nurse's Song. The first known full version was recorded by the famous Tommy Thumb's Little Storybook, produced or published in London about 1760. And it said, "This little pig went to market." It did not. Totally left out the. So again, this little pig went to market. While Saji and I only ever known it as went to the market, all American Fizzy Pop remembers the current reality went to market. So the poem can be found in both ways, but the first written and most commonly written today is to market. So So we should have heard this version at some point, but we did not. Oh my goodness, Bugs Bunny! You're telling me Bugs Bunny says this little piggy went to market?
This
Sandy,
little pig goes. Oh wait, this little pig. What is it? Like
this
the
little
official
piggy,
line. What was it again?
this little piggy went
This little
to market is what it is now. But I always,
went to market.
we've always said it. This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy stayed home. Right? So this is the way it is in this reality. And by the way, some of these versions say stayed at home, and some say stayed home, which I remember stayed home. What do you remember, Esther?
Stayed home. Stayed at home. I've heard both. I've heard stayed at home or stayed home. I've heard both because I've heard different people like their own twisting, their own variations on it.
Yeah.
I remember this little piggy stayed home. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what you remember, Teresa? Stayed home?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember the market or do you remember market?
This little piggy went to the wait, now you got me confused. This little piggy went to the market. To the market.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there is residue for it. Thank goodness.
Seriously, that one's messed up.
I want that shoulder bag. This little piggy went to the market for when I go to when I go to Aldi. Got to carry a bag with you when you go to Aldi. This little piggy went to the market. All these, we see a T-shirt. There's like
Brian,
a sign.
Excuse me, Sandy's backstage.
Okay.
She remember the StreamYard bug?
Yep. And right now we're at an hour and 17 minutes. So let me see. We might have time for just a couple more. Let's talk about coconut water. This was interesting.
Okay.
Esther, you getting all these?
Yep. Here's my coconut water.
This one's coconut water, and credit goes to Sandy, I guess, because it doesn't say credit to anyone else, so it's Sandy's. Sandy, you there?
I drink a lot of coconut water, Brian. I love the stuff.
Yeah, we talked about this on Curious's channel the other day, but we wanted to bring this one up here as well. So, what color do you guys remember coconut water? Seriously, what color is coconut water to you?
Green. No, I'm just kidding. Purple. If you put food coloring in it.
Clear.
And my friend did this weird impression of there was this guy on MTV. I don't know if you remember the commercial or whatever. He's like, I love the smell of cocoa butter in the morning. Smells just like coconuts or something like that. Which cocoa is I don't think it's anywhere near related to coconuts. Cocoa and coconuts are totally unrelated.
Yeah.
But,
Oh yeah.
yeah, but what I remember it being like a white color, isn't that right? Or white or clear?
So in the chat, it's funny. So far we have white preliminal, so it's white. No, not coconut milk, Ed Hen. Coconut water. Coconut milk is made from the water and the shavings to make it creamy and thick and white. Jeff Zanzibar says white. Ed Hedden says white. JT74 says white. Frosty See-Through says last 5 white. Joseph Carosia says white. Quan Tom says white. Welcome. Dave Summers says clear. Hang on, Brian.
Okay. I've always known coconut water to be a clear to milky white liquid, whether fresh or bought in a container. You can buy them in like a little milk carton. Um, and I've never known coconut water to be reactive to light, or that when exposed to light for too long, it turns to varying shades of pink. Did you know this? It's even sold as pink by a few
Nope.
companies, while others add chemicals to make it milky white again.
That's crazy.
So since then,
So how
Sandy
do you
says
know
she's
which ones
seen.
are really okay?
Sandy has seen coconut water in various shades of pink everywhere from Whole Foods to gas stations. A quick perusal of one's bottle label revealed that the rosy hue is naturally occurring, caused by a reaction when the drink's antioxidants are introduced to light. That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and they sell it as pink. Yeah, that's. Does anybody find this odd at all? I mean, look at the picture on the upper right. I don't know if you can
Brian,
see
I
it.
drink coconut water. I never knew this. Seriously.
Can't say
Never
this is
heard
a
it.
Mandela effect for sure. It's certainly weird and new to Sandy. So Sandy thought she'd ask what everyone else remembers. Is there anybody in the chat right now, you guys?
Sandy, I should take some and put it in the glass, shouldn't I? See if it does.
Weird. I mean, we ran a bakery, and I dealt with coconut milk and stuff like that all the time, and it never once turned pink on me. Like I would make like truffles and stuff like that with it. I mean, granted it's not water, but still, milk, if it has water in it, should have turned pink.
Welcome, Burgos. Burgos is in the chat, guys.
Yo, hey
Welcome,
Burgos.
Burgos.
Yeah, hey.
So is that it?
Mine will be yellow. Well, actually, they are, Shelby. If you read it, it's a pink, no way. Next thing, lines will be yellow. And they actually are now, if they're right. That's funny.
All right, am I still presenting?
Yep.
Okay.
Guess we're seeing all
Let's
of
see.
the
The last one. I guess we're gonna talk about Bert and Ernie.
Yep.
This this pair from Sesame Street. Everyone knows Sesame Street. Many of us were raised on Sesame Street. Even to this day, I mean, they still have shows going on. So anyway, Bert and Ernie has changed for Sandy, and I want you to picture Bert in your head. What does his shirt look like? Now I will show you the options. So which Bert and Ernie do you remember? 1, 2, 3, or 4? And be honest about it in the chat.
Fine. Hello?
Yeah? Hello?
Oh, okay. It went really quiet. Like, I was trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Well, I can't say it's number 2 because number 2 makes him look like a referee. Or either
Well,
that
in
or
the chat, we interestingly already have every answer.
I remember 3 or 4.
But it can't be. It can't be 2 because it makes him look like a referee.
Yeah, definitely not number 2. And I don't remember the bright green on the 1.
Either that or he's working at Foot Locker. Okay.
I'm leaning more towards number 4. I don't know why. Because 3 is very similar to it. I'm leaning towards
Teresa,
4.
I'm just going to tell you, you're giving different answers than you gave on Curious or Show. But
Oh,
anyway,
crap.
in the chat, we have Shelby Norwood with a 4, Gerald Neal with a 3, Dave Summers with a 2, Lawrence
shifted
Tibbetts
overnight.
with a 1, Anita with a 3, Jeff Zanzibar with a 4, JT74, not 2, maybe 3. Quantum, 3 or 4. Ed Hen, 1. High Pockets, 2. Last Flyboy, 3 or 4. Burgos, 3. And
So
Joseph
we're not
Rosia,
really.
3, but been a while. Guys, the problem is right here.
So we're seeing every.
Guys, hey,
No one knows what he should look like because they're all over the place.
Sandy,
What?
welcome Moneybag 73, 76, one of those.
Yeah, Moneybags is a 3. In the
Yeah,
current
I
reality,
noticed that.
Bert has had 2 shirts. Welcome, Moneybags. In the current reality, Bert has had 2 shirts, numbers 2 and 4.
I could see 4, but not 2.
Not 1, not 3. But I don't remember 4 at all. All those stripes hurt my eyes. I do not remember him
Ow.
having 3 color stripes like Ernie. Together, their shirts hurt my eyes. It's too busy. I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
I agree.
I have a dual memory. While I do remember number 2, I have no memory of number 4. Instead, I remember his shirt being all green.
I don't remember 2. He looks like he needs a whistle.
I remember him wearing green.
He's working at Foot Locker.
He needs it, Brian. He needs his whistle. Give him a whistle.
Yeah, I remember like more plainer because Ernie was so bright and stuff, and Bert was kind of more plain. But I also kind of remember number 4 as well, like very vaguely. But then again, I could also be remembering like newer stuff because I've been seeing a lot of.
Yeah, I'm sure you've had to.
Yeah,
I'm sure
well, you have
watched a lot of
kids, so there's a
Sesame
good
Street
chance
with
you
your
probably
kids,
did
Esther.
see more 4. Yeah. Strangely, I've also come across official toys with completely wrong colors, which I'm sharing in case they match your memory. Red and yellow, orange and green, green, yellow, blue. There's all these weird colors.
Yeah, I remember him being
Even
more
weirder.
plain.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's too busy. Together, they are too busy. It's just. It was green for me. It was always green. And there's official toys. Green, like I remember.
Did I miss something about Moneybags being in the chat?
Yeah, Moneybags is here.
Oh,
Yes,
I must have
Esther,
been
Moneybags.
I did. I must have been zoned out for a little bit. I was trying to find residue for SpongeBob on my phone while I was trying to also
Yeah,
type. So.
I've been keeping an eye out for those bots. You know what I mean? They keep coming in, so I noticed Moneybags popping in. I was like, oh, cool, he's here.
Yeah,
Welcome again,
Anita
though.
says 3 is out. Yes, Anita. 3 is one of the toys I found, so I made number 3 to match one of the toys. And for me, this is red because this is not what I remember at all. I do not remember number 4. The 2, the dark stripes, it's all weird to me. That is too busy.
Yeah, that looks like it's
And
it.
here's what I do remember.
That's what Sandy remembers. And there's
the
residue
one on
there.
the top is definitely what I remember for Bert and even Ernie even.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right when you said it looks too busy with all the different colors.
Yeah, I remember green in like a little bit of a different color, but it wasn't. It was basically green. It was like maybe 2 shades of green, just to give like a little bit
I
of.
could go with that.
Yeah, like green and then like a shade lighter or darker. Like it was just barely a difference.
Hey, you got a comment, Esther, from Shelby Norwood. What Esther said makes sense for his personality. Oh,
Yeah,
Moneybags 73 is in the chat. Hey, welcome, Moneybags.
Oh, hi, Moneybags.
Where have you been, Brian?
Brian, I already said that.
Looking for my SpongeBob.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I had to go get my daughter. She was crying.
Oh, mine's
Brian's
gone.
zoning out. He's
No, I
Brian.
had to go get my daughter. She was crying.
Yeah, I did welcome money bags. Right, Sandy?
Okay, good.
We all did, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Elmer,
I'm trying so hard to find that SpongeBob invitation that I hand drew so I can see what I actually drew for SpongeBob, but I can't seem to find it yet. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
It was Bert had a very blah personality, so yeah, for him to have multiple colors, it's just wrong.
Brian,
Doesn't sit
show
well.
your mom's comment about Elmer Fudd. Look what she said about him. Is that
Well,
true?
no, that's a change that was made because guns are bad.
Oh, it's not a Mandela effect?
No, that's a
he
change that was made.
totally had a gun with him the whole time. Elmer Fudd had a gun when especially when he's talking about rabbit season and duck season. You know that episode.
No,
Rabbit.
Brian, Warner Brothers made that change.
Oh,
It's a legal
it was-
change, Sandy?
It's a company change because
I
I'm doing like Richard Nixon quotes. Guns are bad.
I know what they did.
Okay.
They took the gun. Listen, they took the gun away and they gave it to the Scarecrow in the Wizard of Oz. That's what they did.
That's cute. Funny, Brian.
I
Lord.
think that was one of Moneybag 73's fines. So, where are we at? Are we done? This is it? Is this the end of the line?
Is there more?
No, there's more. It's up to you.
Yeah, there's like a whole slew of them.
What's
really
another
did
good
speak
one,
about-
Brian?
Huh?
What's another good one to show?
I guess I can pick a random one from an older time. Let's see. We need to go
I'm waiting
back to
for the my things aren't even loading. There's Squid Game, there's Hail, there's
I like the one with the snow. What do they call that? The gravel? That was a cool one I did. Remember the
yeah,
gravel?
but that's in a folder. It's not labeled that.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like weather. I don't know which one it's in, Teresa.
That was crazy. I was just sitting here watching the weather on TV, and all of a sudden he's saying gravel. I'm like, what the heck is gravel? That was new to me.
Gravel.
Gravel. I never heard of that in my life. Like seriously.
I hadn't either.
Oh my
We
god.
haven't talked about this one yet on my show.
I want his hair color. It's almost that color today.
All right, I'm giving a warning again. I mean, it's been out for months now, but this is going to ruin the first episode if you haven't seen it.
So, previously.
Okay, go ahead, Brian.
Okay, Squid Game has changed again. So Sandy previously found a new major change, or a few major changes in the hit Netflix series, but now she's come across two more possible changes. So apparently, in the red light, green light scene, where you see the AI doll that turns around, and when people are moving, there's snipers that shoot you in the game. There's a scene that's changed. But I guess there's several things we're going to talk about with this. So which doll do you remember? You remember 1, 2, 3, or 4? That's with no barrette, a square-shaped barrette, a Squid Game symbols barrette, or a Squid Game game board.
I don't know if you can zoom in on the bottom images for them.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, or 4. What do you remember?
I tried zooming in as much as I could without covering their faces.
I want to say, I mean, I don't know if we can answer yet or not, but.
Which
Go
one
ahead, you can give an answer.
I mean, my brain keeps going back and forth between either 1 or 2. Like either she had one or it was just a square one. It wasn't anything fancy. It's just, I want to say that she didn't have one, but at the same time, I kind of want to think that she did have one.
Anita says no barrette.
Going back and
It's the
forth.
first answer I got.
Evie says number 3.
Nice.
He pointed to number 3.
I want to say no barrette because I remember we did our old Squid Game avatars, and I remember Teresa had the doll, and I don't remember her having one.
I don't remember any barrette at all, guys.
You know that's the funny thing. I ordered I ordered the doll on eBay. This is the only place that had it, and it was being shipped from China back in September. And I never got it. They refunded my money because I guess they ran out. It was such a short supply. So unfortunately, I don't have that doll as residue or anything.
I don't think
so.
she had one.
I have more answers in the chat. Oh,
I would probably
Go
say
ahead,
that
Brian.
they're Squid Game symbols now,
So, all right, so you're 3.
like the game board.
So
maybe, or
Jeff
something.
Zanzibar is a 1. Moneybags is a 2. Does anyone else want to chime in before we go on?
No barrette for me, Sandy. No barrette.
It's okay if you don't remember. It's a barrette. It's not like, a huge thing. The next one's a big thing to me, but it was still bothersome, so I brought it up. All right, Brian, go on. I honestly have no memory of a useless barrette in the doll's bangs. And even if a barrette has always been in her hair, there's still something off. Zenith,
also, what about
welcome
the beads?
Zenith Alpha, who says 4.
Also, what about the beads on her ponytails? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do, because I changed the color of them for Teresa's avatar. I can't tell you how many videos I've seen talking about things you've missed in the show, with one of the biggest topics being the games were in plain sight. These videos reference the candy making, the games literally being on the wall behind the beds. My thing isn't fast forwarding. I'm reading on the tiny screen. Hold on a second. But guess what was missing from every video that I watched? The barrette. I find it a bit strange that not one video mentioned her barrette being shaped like a Squid Game board, which is number 4. Wouldn't her Squid Game board barrette also be a clue to one of the games they will play? Or could this be a Mandela change where the barrette wasn't there to be a clue? But it's definitely a Squid Game board and not the symbols. Lawrence Tibbet says 1. So this is the best residue I could come up with of no barrette. We have costumes, a doll, a life-size statue, 3D animation, and a cat. Cat.
Down.
So cute. All right, here's the one that really bothers me. And this has to do with the scene of Red Light, Green Light. This is when they're coming out of the little houses that you're looking at. All right, Brian, let's ask the question.
No.
Okay. Wait, right here? Okay.
In the first game, the players walk outside from the sliding doors of these little houses. Yes or no in the chat, everyone. Was there another little house painted on the wall behind the finish line? So behind the doll, behind the tree, was there another house? Yes or no? Stay here, Brian. Or the house is just where they came out of? Yes or no in the chat? Jeff Zanzibar says no. Anita says yes. Already we got a 50-50 answer in the chat.
On the finish line?
Behind the finish line. See, here's the problem with Squid Game Mandela effects right now. It depends on when you saw it. It could have changed after I saw it, but before you saw it. That's the problem. Burgos says yes. Ed says, I don't know. I say no. Or nay. I am 100% certain that the little house was not there when I watched this in September 2021.
Do it again.
It was just a grass field for me, guys. There was no house there. That house looks fake. And well, next slide, Brian. I'm going ahead of my presentation. Go back, Brian. You skipped over it.
I didn't skip over it. Oh. Okay, I guess I did.
The end of this scene sees the players look up in disbelief as a retractable roof begins to close, because they and we, the viewers, believe they were outside. I can't see it. What are you doing, Brian?
That's not me. That's Evie.
Oh.
Uh-uh. On, let me get back to it.
She wants to look at the pictures, Brian. Look at her.
Well, hit play and just let it play. It doesn't have sound.
Okay.
That's cute.
I'll read it while it's playing.
No.
I would assume if the very obviously fake painted little house was always in the scene for you, that you would have known they were still inside with walls. But for me, they were outside. It looked like they were outside because there was no fake house painted on the wall. And this no longer has that impact of a reveal with that house on the wall. There was no house on the wall for me. It was just grass. But for me and the characters, we did not know this. I truly believe they were outside, that they were in a field with a tree and grass, no fake-looking house, which destroys the illusion. There are now a ton of Squid Game apps, games, cartoons, and drawings, some that recreate the scene accurately, but forget to include the house. Yeah, I covered Clockwork Orange 2 or 3 years ago. It was always A for me, but the logo is the main problem for me. I redrew the logo the way I remembered it.
Next slide.
Yep. The best example of this is Mr. Beast's Squid Game. YouTuber and philanthropist Mr. Beast created his own version of Squid Game, giving the last person alive $456,000. His sets were amazingly detailed, nearly identical to the series' elaborate sets, and cost Mr. Beast a reported $3.5 million to faithfully recreate. And while his thumbnail shows a painted house on the wall, the actual set in the game does not have one. I would imagine with a budget that high, they would have added the house unless he and or the set builders didn't remember it. Unfortunately, if you saw the episode after September or October 2021, you probably won't be affected by these changes since they happened so quickly after Squid Game was released. But I'm still curious if you guys remember. And here's all the residue. All these games and videos and no house in sight. Just grass. That's all I remember is grass. I could see the trees in the distance. No house. There was not a house on the other side for me.
All right. Well, that looks like our last one for the night. I want to thank everyone for coming. We appreciate you guys. Any last minute items?
No, I just want to say thank you for being here, everyone. And
Yes,
thank you for
thank
waiting
you.
for the tech issues. We always have
Yes.
technical issues.
I think it's like an outside force that doesn't want us doing the show. I really do.
Hey,
Moneybags
Moneybags, you should ask your son if SpongeBob was always green, had a cleft chin, and red cheeks with freckles. You might know
Yeah,
SpongeBob.
that one freaked me out. I was like, "There's no way."
He's
Tacos.
green now. I can't get over that. He's green and yellow. It was brown, tan,
Well,
whatever.
everyone, thank you again for coming, everyone, and have a great Mandela Effect night. And God bless you all.
Yes, bye.
Have a great night, guys.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming, everyone.
Good night. See you
Good
next
night.
time.